year's 2002. Woodford County High School is doing what Woodford County High School does. Put wrestlers in the finals and win team state championships. Our guest here today is an individual state champion from Woodford County 2 times. We'll get to his first in just in a second. But you're also on the 2002 Woodford County team. So if you would, introduce yourself.
Hi, Eric Slugantz.
And you were 171 pounds in 2001 and 2002.
Yep.
Now, we have, not just 170, but your state champion, 171 pounds both those years. We have your 2002 video, and somebody has your 2001 video, Mr. Ben Vessels, who was supposed to have sent it to us, but we don't have it yet. But Ben, no hard feelings. I'm sure that, Eric's going to talk about how awesome it was to beat you and all that in 2001, so we'll just have to take that in stride. I'm kidding, Ben. You know I love you. But kind of walk us through, how do you find wrestling? We know Woodford County's, a great program, but how do you discover it yourself?
Yeah, so actually I grew up in Indiana. So I
Okay.
was in a little town called Brown County, Indiana, and I didn't wrestle growing up. I played basketball, baseball, football.
Right.
Kind of did that route. I got in trouble in my 7th grade year, and I was going to have after-school detention.
I got you.
Well, I didn't want to tell my parents about it. So one of my buddies said, well, hey, you go do the wrestling tryouts here, and you can do that. And want to tell them because it's at 4 o'clock. It was an hour
I got you.
long. So I started wrestling because I got in trouble at school.
Well, that's a good story. I'm glad you shared that. That's kind of cool. I'm sure a lot of people have probably done the same thing. Oh, I wasn't in trouble, Mom. I went to wrestling practice or whatever. So you start wrestling then, so 7th grade, right?
Yep.
And when did you move to Kentucky?
My sophomore year.
So that would have been, 2000?
Yes.
And would you wrestle then, I guess make it to state tournament then?
Yep. So my freshman year at Indiana, wrestled, went to semi-state, and there, if you lose the first round of semi-state, you're done. Got to beat the first round of semi-state. So then my sophomore year, moved to Woodford County.
Okay.
A little bit into the school year, so I think season maybe have already started.
Mm-hmm.
But wrestled up. I think I probably weighed 168 pounds. Wrestled 189 that year.
I got you.
I think I went 2 and 2.
Okay. And of course, 2000, Woodford County wins the team title.
Yep.
You guys had, we've done the memorial video for Michael Jackson. He was on that team then. I think Ryan Lugers was on that team. There's several. Tyler Baldwin, I believe, was on that team as well. John Gentry. Yeah, we're going to be meeting with John here pretty soon. We're going to have another Woodford County day. But you get, one full season in 2001, make it to the state finals. You beat Ben Vessels from Seneca. Now, Ben, in 2002, he bumps up to 189, and he wins it. Ben's video is on the channel. We met with Ben at his house. And so you wrestled, in 2001, you wrestled Ben, really good wrestler, ended up being state champion. So, I mean, you've got some skill. And, to like I said, Ben goes on to win it. 2002, though, is the year that we have today. You're a senior on the team. I asked a couple of other guys this, individual team or individual champions going on to the team. Did you, in the practice room with Coach Carr and Coach Parks, did you realize, okay, we can win it this year? Because St. X won it in 2001, had Isaac on that team, a couple other guys, Isaac Knable. Did you know going into the season as a senior, we can win another team title here at Woodford?
Yeah, I think that was always our expectation. We knew go in and take care of your business individually, and you'll win another team title. So I think we went into that year thinking that we would.
And Tyler Baldwin wins it this year as well. I have to go through my list here. I'm going to go through your bracket of everybody that won it that year. But it does not have your record. Do you remember your record that year? If you don't, it's not a big deal. I
didn't lose that year, so 45, 47.
Undefeated going in? Okay, cool. That's to be expected. I mean, Woodford County, and I mean, you guys wasn't wrestling, schools that just started. I mean, you're going to big tournaments. You're hosting the WCI. You're going to all these, major tough tournaments to get ready for the state tournament, pretty much.
Yeah, we had a couple good tournaments outside. I think WCI ended up wrestling a kid that won state in Tennessee that year in the finals of WCI. So we had some good matches out there.
First round, your senior year, you're wrestling Tony Coleman from South Oldham, and it says you win that by a fall in 35 seconds.
I thought it was quicker than that, actually. I thought that was my senior year.
Yeah, 2002. That's what I've got. That's as far as I can zoom in. Maybe your eyes are better than mine.
5 seconds.
5 seconds.
Yeah, 5 seconds. Because I was teasing Todd Cole, who was a couple-time state finalist and a great official for Kentucky for several years, and he officiated that match. I said, man, if you didn't have that big belly and could have got down faster, it'd have been 4 seconds. But,
That's a good. I like that. That's good. 5 seconds. I guess I need to get some glasses. Okay, 5 seconds. My apologies. Next round, you're wrestling Courtney Birdwell from McCreary County. You win that, I believe, 1 minute and 33 seconds.
Yeah, I don't remember that match.
I can't see.
I don't remember it.
Second round, you're wrestling TJ Elmore, our buddy TJ Elmore from LaRue County. You win that by a fall in 2 minutes, 54 seconds.
Yeah, TJ kind of took going into that match, I had not been taken down all year, so I was undefeated, had not been scored on unless I let you up.
Right,
and
I got you.
I gave him my first takedown of that match.
I got you. Now the semifinals, you're wrestling Jacob Scladidio. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, from Paul Lawrence Dunbar. And you win that by a 4-3 decision. So your first decision win, 4-3. You remember anything about that?
Yeah, I had my closest match of the year was that match. I beat him. I can't remember back then if it was regionals or sectionals or what the.
Probably regionals or districts. No. I'm sorry. This was 2002. This was the first year we done 32-man bracket, so it had to be regionals
regionals. So I wrestled him in the regional finals. And I can't remember the score of it, but I beat him by 10, 12 points. And it got to the semifinals of state, and put a good game plan together.
Yeah, no, it's
back up off the mat, get to the very edge, wait,
yep.
And it was a lot closer than it should have been.
And in the finals, you're wrestling Jake Unger from, I believe that's Campbell County.
Yep.
And we're not going to tell you how it ends. We're going to score it along with you. So you're in the finals as a senior again. Of course, you won it as a junior, 2001. I like to ask guys these questions as to return them. When you go into a gym, of course we know we didn't have TikTok. I don't know how you, but I was ICQ man myself. I loved ICQ, hitting up everybody on ICQ. But we didn't have track wrestling. We didn't have all this information at our fingertips. When you walked into a gym, did people know who you were and point him out like that's state champion right there, or Did you feel like you got everybody's best shot at every match you wrestled just because of who you were?
Yeah, I think they definitely knew who I was. I mean, I remember we were in weigh-ins at a tournament, and one of the guys looked over and said, "He don't look like much. I got really won state."
Yeah,
He definitely heard some of that.
I can see people people saying that, especially if you don't only thing they might know is the name of whatever it is, especially back then. Who's this Eric Slugantz? Who's this guy named, Ben Vessels? Who's this, whatever the name is, and not having any mat time to put with it, I could see, I can beat this guy.
No,
because when we get, to an elder stage of life, put the kids on the knee, grandkids on the knee, well, your daddy beat, so-and-so in this tournament, or I wrestled a state champion. He may beat me, but he didn't score points on me. You know how guys are, especially wrestlers are. We can't, alpha male from the word go. So, but like I said, you felt like everybody gave you your best shot, no matter who it was, when it was, no matter if it was, Poop State or, perennial powers.
Yeah, I definitely think so. Then, you had on top of that from Woodford County too, right? So we were kind of going through an era of just dominance during that time. So everybody wanted to beat a Woodford County kid. And
what was it? 2002, 2000, 99, 97, 96. You guys, of course, you had JoJo come through, Ian, Chris Dunn, Whitaker, Josh Whitaker. You had a lot of, Michael Jackson, you had a lot of guys that were just name, big time names. Even today, there's whoa, you put the video out and they're like, how in the world did you get up with, JoJo, or how'd you get with Ian? And just, Woodford County, man, is such a tradition. Of course, Union now has the team record. They have 14, Woodford has 13. But to hear people talk, man, Woodford, wrestling somebody from Woodford in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s was you were watching Mike Tyson fight. It was everybody wanted to be around the mat. It was if Woodford County come to your school, your meet, you knew whoa, Woodford's going to be there? My goodness, man, we got to go. We bump up the ticket prices, from $3 to $6, whatever, just because of the brand value that Woodford County had back then. They're still a great program. I'm not taking anything away, but back then, you guys were on just a different level. And Cody does an excellent job down there now. He really does. Young Rusty had it for a while, but like I said, Woodford, just a phenomenal program. Now, have you seen your 2002 finals?
I have not.
All right.
Yeah, so this will be the first time watching it.
So, 20-year, I guess, anniversary, 20 years later, finally getting to watch it. Now, this has the individual state individual. It has a face-off, the match, and the medal ceremony. So, we're going to get our computer set up. We'll go back to the dungeon in the best environment the KHSAA ever produced. We'll see you guys there. So, you guys are seeing what we're seeing. We're at the dungeon in Frankfort. The best environment the KHSAA ever produced was this. No questions asked. Under the lights was the best. I mean, no question. Sweet 16, get out of here. This was the best. Now, Woodford County to Frankfort isn't that far of a trip. Did you have a lot of family here, a lot of classmates? Because I guess you guys were pretty much a given you was going to probably win it on the second day.
I think it's funny. I don't know if you can hear it in the video, but I remember it. It was kind of our little section, and then everybody else cheering against us.
Mm-hmm. That's the way just about every early 2000s video I have. You can always tell the Woodford County wrestler because you guys get booed whenever they announce you, and whoever else is wrestling against you, they're cheering for everybody is. So it's cool. It's like that. But we're gonna go back, man. Let's do this. You hear the boos. Got the trademark bleach blonde hair. And everybody in the whole place is cheering for
Campbell County, yeah.
Yep.
We had wrestled earlier in the year. I can't remember what the score was, but this was our second time we had wrestled for the year.
So what's your go-to takedown here from neutral right out of the gate? What are we looking to do?
I had a really good front headlock. Scored a lot of points off of that. Sweep to the left side, high crotch to the right.
All right, we're out. Who's the referees here, Cole?
That's Shaw, wasn't it? Yeah.
Shaw.
And that's the other official. Not sure of. Jimmy Shaw's.
You were at this year, though, right?
Yes.
That's what I
I
thought.
didn't do this match because
Okay.
it's Cable County in it. I think I did
There it is.
Eric's
There it is. There it
junior
is.
year, maybe.
Look up, look up, look up. There it is. 2, 1. So you get your takedown.
Definitely was not good on top. I was more take you down, let you go, take you down, let you go.
Now, I want to ask you about that because a lot of Woodford County guys seem to have that same. Was that something that like Coach Parks and Coach Carr instilled, or is it something you just knew you were better at? Was just takedowns?
Yeah, looking back, and especially wrestling in college, I probably should have spent a lot more time working on top. But I think you get in the habit of just working on your feet quite a bit. If you look at a lot of our guys on our team, Tyler Baldwin, Kyle Lugers, Matt Good, we have a lot of guys that are really good in that Granby series, kind of getting off bottom. That never was my strength down there. That's when you get up and get away.
Right.
It really well there.
There you go. You're out. This is your second time being in the finals. Like, I know it's a different person, but did the mindset of this is just another match to me? Was that what you were thinking, or man?
I got nervous before every match. I mean, the first round of the state finals, or the state tournament, I'm nervous, right? So I was always kind of a little bit of butterflies, a little jittery, but used to that environment, so it wasn't.
I got you. It's good to hear everybody's opinion on, because you hear some people say, I didn't want to do nothing. I didn't want to shoot. I just wanted it to be as slow of a pace as possible and just hope for a mistake and capitalize and maybe, get a 1-0 decision or takedown right at the end.
I think that was my junior year. I was a little bit more hesitant. That I'd wrestled Ben 3 or 4 or 5 times, so it was a lot of familiarity, a little bit more held back.
So he deferred. you took down without even thinking about it. I'm sure that was a given. Pretty good little lift.
Yeah. Gently put me back down.
Yep.
You can tell here, Jake was a big kid.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, and I was 170 pounds. Didn't could eat McDonald's the morning before.
right. You've got a little bit of blood on you, looks like. Or somebody's got some blood on you. You remember this whole situation?
No, I don't. I remember he I usually got up right away pretty easily, and I remember him riding me a little bit here this period. I don't think he ever actually got me back on the mat, but just kind of kept saying
Right.
that, taking it to him.
He's trying to trap that arm. I know what he's trying to do right there. That's what. Yep.
Just trying to get out of bounds there, get a fresh start.
That's your corner over there, I believe. Isn't it?
Yeah.
You got Rusty and Joe. Caution. And we've done video with Josh as well, 160 pounds. We've done.
Be nice that I got my hips out there, huh?
Yeah.
Not doing a very good job of getting my hips out, getting hand control.
So,
Hips out. Come on.
get your hips away.
Not for sure what I was trying to do there. Go to my back, I guess. See how many times we can go out of bounds here, set a record.
You'd be surprised. You think that was something in your game that they saw about being able to lift that? Because he's tried that 4 or 5 times on you, that lift and return. Or is this something maybe they done on their own?
I just got hit for stone
Yep,
there. I'm
you
not
sure
sure
did.
how that happened. Shaw lost a terrible call.
Come on, Shaw, what we done?
What do you think, Cole? That's the call.
This was a good call on warnings. Always
There it is. Reach for that switch. Nope.
Yeah, got his hips back.
Well,
There can't be much time left.
I'm say this has been a very long. I think it's a 3-minute period. This is a first round college period here. So, go turn. Oh.
Got the switch there, maybe? Nope.
There it is.
Well, it took 5 minutes, but finally got out.
One. Okay. One. Good call.
Good job, Shaw. Good call.
He's gonna as soon as he watches, he's gonna message me. I'll be sure to tag him.
You're gonna let me see his hiking videos now.
Yeah.
And we only got 4 officials in the room.
Here's the Woodford County contingent.
Yep, it's getting loud.
Pull. End the period. All right.
I remember going in third period here, kind of telling he was starting to get tired, so it's kind of. I think I tried to write it. Maybe I did.
There you go. And you're a senior in the final second time. You know what you're comfortable. You know what you're good at. So I mean, you done the right thing technically, just cutting.
It's funny. I
Throw.
It's kind of an ugly throw there, but Coach Carr, we were playing around in the room a couple days before the tournament, and he reached up underhook and kind of locked like that, kind of yanked me, threw me on my back, and kind of embarrassed me. So I ended up using it a couple weeks later.
It worked. What's the bottom guy doing? Where's that bottom guy going? What's he doing down there, ref? Yep. Yeah, I think he's.
I can't remember what the score is now, but
That's it. Nice. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
yeah, I should have done that.
There you go. So you get your 3 near fall, 1 escape. We're neutral. What are we doing here?
The scoreboard went blank.
Uh-oh. Good eyes by you guys because both of you called it.
I think we're kind of in that weird. Are we still wrestling, or is
Yeah.
it?
Looks like he has had the lick. I mean, just looks like he's tired.
Who was it? The Iowa wrestler said, "Hey, I wore him out when on bottom." I think it was Gilman.
Oh, yeah.
I wore him out when I was on bottom.
Yeah. All right, get set, ready.
All right, back to that again.
Yep, right back to it. Good. Not yet. Not yet. Nope. You still had the whizzer in.
Must have been time there, or a couple seconds.
Oh, no,
good.
he did give it to you.
Okay.
I didn't think he awarded it, but I guess he did.
Making up for that stall call in the second period.
Go push him away. There you go.
That's it.
I believe that. You remember the final score?
I don't.
I think it was 13-4.
Who was that?
Unger from Campbell County.
Campbell County, that's what I thought it was.
Yep.
It looked like it's five.
Yep. So, man, there you go. And this has the medal ceremony. That 171, 160, 189 pound man, there's some brutes. That's just monster, muscular guys, studs in that weight class. You had, in 2000, you had George King to win it. His video's on the channel. George was an absolute just animal at 171 pounds.
I never did cut much weight. It was kind of, hey, this is what I'm gonna wrestle.
Man, I get it, and that really plays a part in how people, go about where they want to go. I mean, If you're having to cut 15, 20 pounds a week, man, that's no life. I mean,
I think I ended up beating the second, third, and fourth guys that year.
I believe you're right.
And your 171-pound state champion from Woodford County, Eric Slugantz.
Eric Slugantz. Well, man, you still have your medal?
Yeah, I got them in a. My dad had put them in a kind of a plaque, the three medals with the bracket.
And this is a little treat I added in for you. It says the team trophy presentation.
Oh well. I think we had 5 in the state finals that year, so we had quite a few guys make it to the finals.
You had what, Tyler win it, you, I forget who everybody is, because I know I've done Tyler's video, that's why I remember him.
It was us 2 that won it, and we had 3 others that
Okay.
did second. We had several guys that were placed that did well.
Now, is this, where are you at in that blonde hair? Where the real,
Yeah, right there behind Coach Parks.
Okay, so where the real Eric Slugantz, please stand up.
Actually, I didn't have to dye mine, so I was good.
Woodford County has 13 team state championships. And, man, you were a big part of winning the 2002 title. I'm going to break it down here. So there you go, man. All those years later, did it play out the way you remembered it?
Yeah, I used to think I was better than what I just looked in that match, but no, it's good to watch it, good to see it.
So many people have said that exact same thing. Like, man, I just wasn't that good. Like, man, you won it. Come on, give yourself a break. But, man, thank you for being here today. As soon as we get Ben to get on the ball or somebody can get us the 2001 tape, we'll get back together with you and do your 2001. Come on, Ben. Hook us up. Come on, Ben. Don't let us down. You know we love you. Anything, man, any closing words?
Nope, appreciate you doing this.
Man.
Good to see the video.
Thank you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. So, again, if you have the 2000 or any years that I don't have, you guys are seeing a list of what I do have. If you have a year that I don't, please send it to me so we can get with more guys like Eric and tell more stories, because we just want to get Kentucky wrestling out there. I've said in about every video, Kentucky wrestling, the state finalist, state champion, are as good as anybody in the country. Maybe not third, fourth, fifth on down, first and second place. I put them up against anybody in the country, and I just want the world to know Kentucky wrestling's on the scene, man. We're here, and we're going to celebrate our history like it should have been celebrated years and years ago. That's all we got for 2002 with Eric. Thank you for being here. We'll see you guys on the mats.